Cannot. Wow, I'm doing a third mic check without turning on my microphone. Oh, this one sounds okay. This one, okay. That should be good. That should be good. All right. Uh, well, in that case, go away with this and let's go. Wah 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 wah. Right here. Hello. uh, how can you hear everything? It should be all right. I hope. Okay. Well, I will start as often with reading my story because I recently have updated it, and then we will go right to the game. Yeah, so this chapter has 3,000 words, so it should be like 15 minutes or something. There are some, some things you may wanna look out for. So yeah, just gonna type it in chat. Then right to the game. Okay. So the third chapter is named Instincts because that's what I think I wanted to focus on, and let's just go right into it. It was cold at home, but when he came back... Wait, no, not at home, at the mansion, obviously. Not that mansion. How do I never see those until I start reading aloud? At the mansion, obviously. The only sound Yukio could pick up, other than the white noise of whispers and shoes quietly shuffling over the wooden floor, was some sort of romantic humming. The source of the humming must have been Gray. The reason for everybody else to be so quiet must have been those two. He walked towards the source of the melody and froze at the scene unfolding before him in the meeting room. It was a room mostly designated for Benji's guests, where he would entertain them with a game of chess or offer them a fascinating book as they waited for him to finish his previous assignments. Gray had to be either more stupid than Yukio initially thought, or braver than any person in this house. They were cleaning, wearing a white suit with some fluffy decorative thingies at the end of the sleeves. He was pretty sure it was called... Lane. Why yet? Lane. I don't know what happened with this text. Okay, I'm gonna have to reread it carefully once again someday. But not completely sure. Well, whatever. They were dusting off the bookshelves, humming a sweet melody and smiling to themselves. By the table, two men were playing poker. Not any men, may I add. Havana and Yula, a terrifying pair, feared by the household more than Benji himself, even though he held all the power. Maybe it's time I explain a little about the whole demons and souls deal already. When humans are still alive, they can forge a pact with a demon. Pacts like this cannot be forced on living humans, only on the souls that were bound to hell after death. Which is why some criminals who knew what awaits them decide to forge one when they're still alive. If you know you'll go to hell, may as well be ready for it. Thanks to that, they could choose who their oppressor after death will be, while the demons guaranteed themselves a power source. If a demon is strong enough, they can also offer the human a power that would transcend to the afterlife as well. So happens that Benji was the third strongest among his race, which allowed him to make an entire army of such souls. Thankfully, he was quite picky, so he only had a couple dozen of them. Havana and Yula were his creme de la creme. Havana was a bastard son of some rich dude that didn't give a fuck. His mother was bedridden, so he had to earn the money for meds, food, and rent by himself. From overheard gossip, Yukio learned that when Benji offered him a pact, Havana had already broken half of the existing laws, and he was only 14 when Benji came to see him first. Nobody wanted to tell Yukio what exactly those laws were. By the look of it, he died in his mid-20s. He was around the same height as Yukio, but the age difference was still clear as day. His turquoise eyes had those big, grey bags under them. The black eyeliner he was using wasn't enough to cover it. His skin was sickly pale, with faint freckles on his cheeks and nose. Similar freckles were visible on his arms, muscular yet still quite slender. Just like Yukio, he was more of an athlete than a strongman. He had much more tattoos though. His hair was white with pink highlights at the end. He kinda looked like a more masculine, depressed version of Grey if they joined a punk band. Yule's story was both different and the same. He was taken in by a guy who fought in an underground fighting club from the streets. This guy taught him how to survive in the world they were deemed to live in, and quickly discovered that Yule had talent. Even still, he was just a kid, and people were shit. Sorry. Even still, he was just a kid, and people were cruel. Apparently, when Benji offered him a deal, he agreed to gain power so that he would never be bested by anyone ever again. He never was, even after death. He was tall, not as tall as Quantum, but still as tall as heck. He looked like a model, actually. He had strong muscles, square jaw, and perfect white hair. One stare of those icy blue eyes could just freeze you in place. They were what made his name suit him so well. The Night Stalker, hidden high above your gaze, a cold-blooded predator, an owl. Two boys who were born to fight, to endure whatever was thrown at them, to forget about sympathy. Nobody really knew how many they had killed on Benji's order. "See guys, I told you!" Grey chirped when they noticed that Yukio showed up. Yukio would never dip on me. "He actually came, huh?" Havana smirked, resting his chin on his paw. Yula stayed silent, calmly collecting the cards from the table. "Oh, so that's what they came for." "Mr. Benji said we don't need to go to work today. Instead, he wanted us to train with Mr. Havana and Mr. Yula," Grey explained with the same sweet smile. They had no idea what they were signing up for. "What, us? What do you mean us? We're not going," Yukio frowned. "Also, what about your home trip? Miss China already showed me around. We went shopping too." Their smile grew even wider as Yukio felt like he's going blind. And Yukio felt like he's going blind as they presented their new butler-esque outfit. They looked proud of themselves. Benji said the new kid must learn to defend himself. "You're supposed to be the partner, so the sooner you get used to fighting together, the better," Yula said, his voice stern and cold as always. "It's tower defense, pup. And from what I can see, you find this tower quite precious already," Havana hummed, eyeing Grey. Grey blushed slightly, smiling in a humble, thankful manner of sorts. Unfortunately, it looked fucking adorable. That was only making it harder for Yukio to cut the bullcrap Havana was spouting. "They did me a favor. I wanted to repay the debt. I don't care about them," he scoffed, crossing his arms. "How about we bet on it then?" he asked, turquoise eyes focused on the hybrid. "If they get hurt during training, I'll give you half of my weekly salary." Yukio clenched his fist. He knew what Havana was doing. He might have been a soul, but he was worse than a demon sometimes when it came to causing havoc. He wanted to see some drama. Yukio didn't know how much Havana was earning, but that offer was sure tempting. He was Benji's best man. It must have been a lot, no? Even if, damn it, he only knew them for a day. Who cares if something happens? Guilty, innocent, pure or piece of shit, it didn't matter. "Sure. No one knew I'm gonna be too busy covering my own ass anyway," he finally answered, taking off his bag and throwing it to the side. It's hard to recall how Grey reacted to this. Perhaps Yukio simply refused to look their way. "We're going now?" "You know the way," Havana smirked, getting up together with his partner. Yukio grabbed Gray's wrist and dragged them to the arena. For the first time, their silence felt bothersome, but he shoved those thoughts aside. The arena was a huge space, opposite to the garden. Many souls training here had spatial abilities, so it was mandatory to grant them enough space in the air. Yukio took off his hoodie, throwing it to the side. Havana and Yula were both wearing clothes suitable for exercise anyway, only Gray looked out of place, but the two souls told them not to worry about it for now. Yuki and Havana warmed up on their own, while Yula helped Gray figure out what they needed to do. We'll start with just you, so Gray can see what it looks like. We'll train one-on-one until they decide to join in, Yula calmly explained, putting his own weapons aside to grab the ones available for training. They weren't as sharp, and they weren't made by him, which made a huge difference. Years after his death, Yula's handmade weapons were still treasures on the black market. He was a genius in his craft, after all. Yuki nodded, picking up his greatsword. Unlike Yula and Havana, he was allowed to use enhancement. The demonic energy filled his body, making his blood run hotter. He shivered, as he was suddenly aware of each strand of hair on his own body. His canines and claws grew, and his breath got heavier. Control it. I know, damn it! Yukio growled, trying to regulate his breath. The sword made him stronger, but it also made him angrier. Each negative emotion would double, and the urge to kill grew with it the more Yukio gave up to the weapon's influence. Yuki? Gray quietly asked, audibly worried. For some reason, instead of irritating him further, their voice calmed him down a little. Hello, I'm doing great, thank you for asking. I am reading the new chapter of my own story right now. Right after I'm done with that, I will be playing the game that you can hear in the background, because it's waiting for us. Thank you. For some reason, instead of irritating him further, their voice calmed him down a little. I'm fine, he barked at them, and turned to Yula. I'm ready. The man observed him for a moment before nodding. Yula was the real trainer here. He'd done that even before he died. Havana's role was more of an additional obstacle. Trainees had to be prepared to fight multiple opponents at once, after all. It was clear he hated it, which only added to the gossip. Havana was quite often seen refusing Benji's requests if he deemed them uninteresting, yet he had never turned down this cold owl. If you're wondering how Yukio knew so much gossip about them, please stop yourself from speculating. He simply couldn't help overhearing those. Sensitive hearing, remember? Why he could recollect those gossips so well wasn't a matter he'd like to disclose. You're getting good with balancing it. Keep it up. Yula praised him, and Yukio fixed his grip on the handle of the sword. His ear twitched as he heard an hour shot his way, so he quickly raised his sword to repel it. Yula wanted to distract him. If Yukio had an emotion most fatal in this state, it would be embarrassment. It haunted him. He couldn't help but show his emotions, and he felt judged whenever he felt his ears move, or his tail started wagging. Fucking damn it! If Yula knew it, why didn't he just ignore it? Why is it so hard to pretend he couldn't see how Yukio's body reacted to praise? Did he really think that attack would make it better, make him forget about it? He felt the demonic energy flow through him faster again, as the shame hit him. Stupid giant, why would he even say that? Couldn't it wait? If he commented on his progress after training, Yukio would be too tired to be embarrassed. He fixed his grip again, weighing the sword over his shoulder as he locked his gaze on the target. He launched forward, wanting to show him he's strong, he's not a kid, he doesn't need anybody's recognition, because then and only then his shame would be erased, right? The sword seemed lighter and lighter in his hand. You're going to lose, Yula warned him, calm as ever, shooting 2 more arrows, aiming low to force the wolf into lowering the sword again in order to repel incoming projectiles. Shut the fuck up! Yukio growled and swung his sword to cut the flying arrows. Shit. He used the force of it to jump higher in the air, spinning around, together with the weapon, and plunging at Yula, who of course easily dodged it. If he could be taken off guard by attacks like this, he wouldn't be here right now. Yukio knew he would dodge that. The moment the blade pierced into the ground, Yukio took a calming breath and grabbed the handle with both hands. It took just a moment. He steadied himself in the air and then bounced to jump over the man and attack from behind. Yule blocked his claws with a dagger. Too slow. I'm not done yet, Yukio smirked and pushed closer. His hand met with the blade of the dagger. It started to bleed. He extended his second hand forward and the greatsword started shaking, digging itself back from the ground. A massive blade was now rushing through the air towards Yule's back. Not bad, the man commented and grabbed Yukio under his arm. He threw him over his shoulder, smashing him on the floating greatsword, making both fall to the ground. You've improved. Yukio groaned in pain and sat up, massaging his back. Not enough, apparently, he mumbled. He was sure the strategy would finally let him land a hit. Yeah, this is my own story. You can find it on AO3. It's called The Wolf and the Flower. Or something like that. I will check later. I'm pretty sure I called him The Wolf and the Flower. Or Delicate Flower. Or something like that. Not enough, apparently, he mumbled. He was sure the strategy would finally let him land a hit. You need to be more ruthless. You could still call the weapon if your healthy hand was clawed to my stomach, couldn't you? You wouldn't heal as fast as I do. We've just started. It would be a shame to call the session off, Yukio rolled his eyes. What kind of half-assed excuse is that? Defeat me and move to a higher level already, if that's all that holds you back. You can let the sword control you, but sympathy ain't helping you either. Find the balance and stop acting like a wuss. I think it's good he does, Havana commented. It's just in his nature. Remember how scared he was when he first blacked out from the sword? You were both hilarious, he added with an annoying smile. Yuki tried throwing sand at him, but it spread out before it could do any damage. It's not a good habit, Yule argued. Yes it is. Betty doesn't want him to be a hunter, remember? Havana crossed his arms, his voice still confident and sharp, but it wasn't the same as before. There was something new in it, something softer. If he really was just a wuss, he wouldn't cause so much trouble. He's honest to the bone, that boy. Only bites when someone deserves it. This is a story about one of my OCs, because it's connected to my lore. I am a projection in a writer's mind, and therefore I can communicate with OCs of theirs. And, well, all those OCs are kind of broken, so I have decided to make stories for them in which they all will get their happy ending, in which they can heal. This one is the first one. It's about Yukio. He is a wolf hybrid living in a demon's mansion as he's kind of adopted, but not really. He doesn't really want to admit it. He has a lot of issues, therefore many people may seem annoying in his story, and he may seem annoying as well, but yeah, it's about him trying to figure out his place in the world and seeing that other people care about him and that it's not the entire world that is bad, it's just certain people that are. So yeah, it's kind of coming out of age story set on dark fantasy setting. We are here. Only bites when someone deserves it. Okay, how about I bite you now? Yukio growled, getting up and gripping his sword again. You're proving my point, kid. 4 years ago, you'd already be on my throat. Havana noticed with another annoying smile. As I said, it's good though, that you're not doing that anymore. And how did holding back work for you, Havana? Yule asked, frowning. How did not holding back work for you is a better question, wouldn't you say, Yule? Yule rolled his eyes, and neither Yukio nor Grey dared to butt in now. Lacking words? Havana asked, scoffing. It's time to see how he's doing at close range. Better get ready, Yule sighed. Yes, I am. But, well, I do it just once every time I unlock the chapter because it takes like 15 minutes to read the whole thing. This chapter is the longest for now. So yeah, and I wanna promote it because, well, I like those stories. I want more people to read it, and I want feedback, honestly, because I haven't been writing anything in 3 or 4 years, and I have never really written anything in English. I used to write in my first language. Therefore, I need a lot of feedback, and I'm not getting any. So yeah, I'm promoting it to know what to improve, basically. Because those guys, they deserve justice, they deserve happiness, they deserve to be loved. It's time to see how he's doing at close range. Better get ready, Yula sighed. Havana's face dropped into something darker. He looked at Yukio and then at Gray, his gaze stopping at them for a little while. Fine. Ready, Yuki? Yukio pursed his lips. Havana looked scary. There was a similar void in his gaze as in Quantum's, yet it didn't feel the same. When Yukio looked Quantum in the eye, he felt his heart being pulled as if by a black hole. Havana's gaze sent goosebumps through his entire body, as if his neurons activated. Fight or flight? Flight, 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 flight. No! He wouldn't back down. He couldn't. He picked up his sword and balanced the energy flowing inside him. Come at me. I'll land one for sure, he announced, determined. When only fighting Yule, he didn't have to worry that much about injuries. The man made sure every attack could be paired or neutralized, so as long as Yuki stayed focused, he could avoid all the attacks one way or another. While fighting Havana, sacrifices were necessary. He preferred close-range combat, using deer or knife. Jesus. Sorry, English ESL, hard words. Using deer horn knives to strike fast and limit his opponent's movement. He asked Benji for a perfect ability to complement his style as well. It took him one step to disintegrate. As he came back to being whole again, he was already right in front of Yukio, going straight for the neck and stomach in a crossed attack. It surprised the wolf a bit. Havana never went that far during training. If Yukio failed to react, he'd be dead. He blocked the first blade with the handle of the sword, but Havana was one of Benji's greatest for a reason. He quickly fixed the hold of the other blade in his free hand and changed trajectory, slashing Yukio's side. Yukio groaned and jumped away. He needed space to maneuver his weapon, but Havana was pushing right back at him. He managed to strike vertically, but again, Havana proved to be too fast. He ducked and slid under him to slash the back of Yukio's knee. When Yukio limped, Havana rose right up, ready to strike him in the back. But then something distracted him. A small gem hit him in the head. Both of them looked at Gray, who was pale and heavy breathing. They were panicking. They were overwhelmed, and it was clearly painted on their face. Yuki realized why Havana pushed harder than usual. He wanted them to react. And they caught the bait. "You idiot!" Yukio said, his blood boiling. Gray wasn't ready to fight here, not with those two and not so soon. They didn't have to join, so couldn't they just stay fucking put? Forgetting the pain as black blood rang in his ears, he made it to them right in time to reflect the arrows shoot their way. Since they joined, it was now 2v2. Gray whispered, their voice dying in their throat. They noticed a faint line in the air again, and soon a crystal wall rose around them. A wall too spacious to be safe. Yukio felt the same shiver as before. Flight. You must flee. Leave them. Quick, just leave them. Havana's silhouette appeared behind the frightened girl. He acted on instinct. He let go of the sword, bounced over Gray's shoulder and grabbed Havana's wrist with one hand. With other, he grabbed his neck, ripping through the flesh with his claws. The strength he couldn't quite control, pinning him right to the ground on impact. Once he realized what he'd done, he quickly got off the man, his hand now shaking, soaked in blood. Gray was shocked at the sight. The wall slowly crashed down and Yula walked over. The blood was gushing out the wounds and Havana's The blood was gushing out of the wounds in Havana's mouth. See? I told you he knows when to strike for real, Havana said, still smug and confident as only he could be in such a situation. Please, mister, you shouldn't talk now, Gray said as they bent down to somehow stop the bleeding, to do something, anything. Yuki was paralyzed. Things would often get bloody when he fought at school or the bar, but he never hurt someone from the house before, not so harshly. This fragile little thing truly was braver than he was. Yule stopped Gray before they could get too close. They looked each other in the eyes, Havana and him, and then an arrow pierced Havana's head, killing what remained of the light in his eyes. Gray squealed, crawling backwards, terrified. Yukio looked the other way. Once Yule removed the arrow, Havana's body started blinking, once completely translucent, then visible again. Finally, the damage was all gone, and as he gasped for air, Gray was already frightened to the core, shaking on the ground. Blinded souls couldn't die until the demon they forged a pact with sets them free. They would always come back. Their bodies healed so they could be tormented all over again. All the pain, all the fear. You gave them a scare, Yule, Havana chuckled, sitting up. Really, he could at least try to be normal about it. Yuki, come here. Yuki knelt next to him, still refusing to look, holding his own arm. Do I have any scar? He asked, showing his neck to the boy. Yuki only peeked and then shook his head. You know what that means, right? I don't care, I still hurt you. I couldn't control myself if I clawed you a centimeter deeper, but you didn't. Yuki still didn't lift his head up. He was sorry, but he couldn't even say it. He whimpered when Havana patted his head. You did exactly what I wanted you to, Yukio. You showed that cocky owl that he was wrong, and I, as always, were right. You're a mama bear, not a killer. Yukio whined again and pushed his hand away. I'm not a fucking mama bear. And here we go again. Havana chuckled. Hey there, Rosie, he called out to Gray this time. Huh? I know it looked brutal, but Yule is a professional. He knows how to start to make the death instant. We do it because regeneration is faster this way. He was lying. Yukio knew that. Yule did too, and only Gray was obvious enough to believe it. Havana picked at Yule when he said it. The taller man was always truthful, so Havana wanted to make sure he won't rat him out. Gray didn't need to know the truth this time. Yule understood, but he refused to be a part of it. He collected the borrowed weapons to put them back in their place. So, you're okay now? They asked, still shaking. Yeah, totally, Havana nodded. Just like you, right? Cause, you know, Yuki just couldn't help but rush to your aid even though he was so confident when we were betting on it. He added, mischievous. You know what? You could have just stayed dead, Yuki grumbled, clenching his fists. He forgot about the bet. His mind was clouded because of the sword, and all he could understand, and all he understood as they fought, was that Gray tried to help and they were in danger because of it. His body moved on its own. Actually, Gray nervously said, and shifted a little to show their ankle. There was a tear in a suit, revealing a small cut. I was a little sloppy with that wall. Sorry. Yukio blinked slowly, staring at the little wound. His vision was clouded, but he remembered clear as day that the wall was nowhere near them. It couldn't have hurt them. Havana started to laugh. It's not like it mattered anyway. Benji didn't pay any of his souls. He just gave them whatever they asked for, whenever they asked. But Havana promised to ask him for some ice cream for those two. Fucking asshole. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. It means a lot. Okay, but that's it. Wait, I can... Since I won't be lost now. Yukio, the wolf and the white flower. White flower, it was white flower. Yeah, and act! Yeah, here you have the proof. This is mine. This is me. Hello. Yeah. I hope the death scene didn't frighten you. I really hope so. Because I don't think you were here to see me showing off dolls. Yeah, well, as you know, Havana is alright. That's what the souls do in this world. In the future chapters I will probably say something more about it, but not now, because now it's finally time to play the best game I have played in a long while. I don't know if you're familiar with this game. If not, then... not this one. Shit. If not, then I will be more than happy to get you familiar with it. Yes, exactly! This finally, right? I am in like... I love it too. I played the prologue and I fell in love because the emotional damage I got from this game, it was chef's kiss. And now I am, I think, around 2 hours in Stars and Time, so no, I haven't. Only start again, so the prologue, and here I know I'm in for a ride. I don't know if Sifrin remembers the... I mean, you know, I'm just gonna say this game has stolen my heart within 4 hours of the prologue. So right now I'm in for a ride. I am only wondering if Sifrin remembers start again, because I remember I was holding hands with one of the characters, and I am not I am not forgetting that. I am a faithful one. I am loyal. So yeah, if I held hands with Isabu, if I held hands with him, well, I am going to stay loyal to him from now on. Like, any flowers, anything, I gave him the flowers, and I was casually streaming since October, I believe, but more recently, like, I've started doing it more around January, the end of December maybe, something like that. And it's getting more and more interesting, so... Okay, actually, before we go into it, I need to drink some tea, so just a moment. I'm fairly new, but really casual, so I'm glad to see you guys here. I hope you can enjoy this game with me. I mean, I know Miss Rainbow Sparkles Wells, Rainbow Sprinkles, sorry. Well, I'm casual, so I'm taking it one step at a time. When I have a feeling like I should do something, I'm doing it. When not, I'm not doing it. I am old, okay? I need to learn it step by step. You smile and turn back towards everyone. What was that about? Received a good omen. Oh yeah? Oh? That's a great news! What was... Don't know, don't care. Let's please get going. You not. Good to know. You may leave your Twitter or Instagram somewhere around. I may check it out after stream. Like, if you could just post your username, I will screenshot it for myself and then check it out. But yeah, I probably won't ask for anything yet, since I'm not really looking for anything. I take it slowly. I don't have anywhere to rush. Did I check it out before? It's a barrel, it's a barrel, it's a barrel. A pillar! Yeah, there was potions in here. Okay, I was here. I mean, nothing wrong with, you know, just watching, looking at the art. As I said, I'm not planning on buying anyway, so, you know, whatever. I was actually thinking about starting to learn how to draw myself for the future. So, yeah. I have 2 artists already, one that helped me with the model and one that made the banner for me. I feel like that's enough, I don't need more. So, All the rest I'm planning to learn by myself. We are supposed to go here, I believe. Wait! What? What is it? Sorry for screaming. Sorry. I don't know if this is relevant, but I recognize this corridor. Oh, I recognize it. The head housemaiden of this house used to warn us about it. I think she called it the Death Corridor. Oh, that sounds bad. The house is supposed to be a safe building with the king here. But with the king here, so some traps may be activated. Is this what you mean? Traps? Traps? A job for me then. It is your job. Protect us, Trap Master. I love Isabu so much. Okay. I am going to screenshot it. To be fair, I've dealt with some scammers myself, but yeah. I mean, I feel like there's nothing wrong with a chat. Sometimes it turns out those are just artists, so I am giving everyone a chance. I'm happy you worry about me, but well, I don't even have money to spare. Don't worry. As I said, I'm giving everyone a chance to talk to them, know them a little. If it feels fishy, I'm just, I am always a fan of giving someone a chance. Anyway, if I would fall for such scams, I would already have a debt on my account. So yeah, don't worry. I've been through it a lot. Not the first time you've had to rescue Mirabelle. Time to look around. Okay, so... Oh my god! Bonnie is sitting so sweetly. Bonnie is looking intently at the wall. Found anything interesting? Negative. Keep looking, kiddo. I'm sure you'll find something. I might. You don't know. Oh, yeah, I've been through that a lot as well. Like, you want to try to make friends around the community, and you just, give back a follow, and then suddenly your DMs you're like, oh, so it's this kind of person, huh? It's always so sad. Yeah, exactly, like, hey, how are you doing? Oh my god, hey, are you a VTuber? Are you using a model? Can I see your model? Oh my god, I could make such a great thing for you, I am actually an artist, or my friend is an artist. Like, I've done... That's so common in this sphere, isn't it? Please, be careful. I mean, as I said, nothing wrong with a chat. Some people... there's a lot of actual artists in the industry. They have to promote themselves somehow. So I like giving people a chance because I know I am very awkward in internet when I am about to talk to someone in chat or in DMs. I am a very awkward person. So I often feel like I come out the similar way, and I wouldn't want to be ignored just because I am awkward. So yeah, I am giving people a chance until they ask me for artistic stuff. Then I am like, okay, I see what it was about. But sometimes it can be better. Sometimes you can get someone on Discord. So Okay, anyway, back to the game. Go, Sifrin, go, Sifrin, go! Not to tell you how to do your job, but make sure to check everything. Which is just those 6 pillars, I guess. This is a pillar. Nothing there. This is a broken pillar. You look around trying to find something, anything. Nothing there. This is a broken pillar. Nothing there. This is a pillar. Nothing there. This is a broken pillar. You look around trying to find something, anything. Did you find something? There is something. Yup. A whole lot of nothing. Wow. Oh, I guess I can't check the brick. Alright. Good to know. This is a pillar. Nothing there. Nothing? I feel like I missed something. I feel like this may be the first loop. This is a death flag, I feel like. Well, you can't find any switches or traps, so... Are we safe? We're not safe, are we? This is the death corridor. The older housemaidens kept saying people died there. So there must be a trap. Something weight sensitive or something. Or maybe it's time sensitive. If we spend too long here... Oh, come on now. There's nothing weird in here. But there must be. Oh, Mira. Belle, don't worry about it. Frin isn't good at many things, but they know their stuff about traps. Hey, right. If we can trust this one who's supposed to lead us this early, this won't bode well for later. Hey! But... We're not dead yet, are we? Well, that's true. We have been in this room for a while, and Sifrin has been walking everywhere. So if it was weight sensitive, something would have killed him by now. Exactly. It's all fine. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll believe you. Sorry for worrying. I'm a little on edge. We're good, Mira. I love those sprites! Yeah, that's what... I mean, I'm pretty sure it was said that this game is about looping as well in the synopsis. Yes, I love them. I love them so much. Sifrin, they are... I mean, all of them are lovable. I love all of these characters. They are all special in my heart. I love Sifrin the best because of how broken they are and how well their emotional state is portrayed. Like, the smile they had in Start Again, like in the beginning, then how it was different later on when you were on the right path. Not only the words, the visuals, everything was so beautifully made for Sifrin. I love this character so much. See? Oh! Everything is fine. As you live through the novel experience of having your body crushed by a giant rock, you feel a tug on your stomach. And... you died! Yeah. I feel like he says that a lot. Start again. Loop 1. I got the achievement for my first death. Let's go. Huh? Frin? Sifrin? Sifrin? Good morning. Well, more like good afternoon, I guess. Were you taking a nap? That's just like you. Only you could sleep peacefully at a time like this. I guess that's smart. We better get some rest while we can. We have to be ready for tomorrow, so we can finally face against the king. Huh? You're still half asleep, aren't you? You just look at her. Okay then. You can sleep for a little longer, but not too long. Come to the village when you're ready, okay? Huh? Huh? Hold on. Did you just die? You did, you think? You must have. You were in the house and then a big rock fell and now you're in the meadow back in Dolmon and what Mirabelle just said to you, waking you up, that was very familiar? But, the trap! You idiot! You stupid fool! It's your job to take care of traps and you got taken out immediately! You didn't even see a glimpse of the king! And it's your job, stupid! Your job to see ahead, to take care of traps! You couldn't even do your job and now you're dead because you did a sloppy, awful, terrible job! And you died! You died! You felt your body being crushed and now you're laying on the grass alive and your skin itches and your stomach hurts and you died! You put your hands over your mouth and scream, "Stars! You're so stupid and useless and dumb! Ah!" Oh wait, sorry, I was into I was into a scene. Oh my goodness. Uh, remembering this correctly, that the bathroom monologue scene in Start Again was originally going to have a CG, but they decided not to have one. Which bathroom monologue? Because there are two. There are both if you go to the bathroom and if you don't, and they are both pretty screwed up. I mean, the second one is worse, the one when you go to the bathroom in the right path, but when you don't go to the bathroom in the first one, it's still like, you know, when he finally stops smiling, his face hurts, he's tired. Oh, yeah, I love that was my favorite scene, not gonna lie. I was reading that, I was into it. I read it wrong because I read uh close your wait, cover your ears and cover your eyes or something like that. So no, I said eyes twice. I said cover your ears and close your ears or something like that. And then I was like, wait, close your ears? And I was like, wait, I fucked up. And I was so mad at myself because I was so into the scene and I was voice acting and everything, and suddenly it was like, oh, the most important part of the entire scene, I screw up. A ravioli? Yeah. Isabel was so cute in the scene too. And man, man, their relationship is really like perfect in this as well. Sifrin and Isabel, they have. I don't. Do I even read that correctly? Oh wait, you can. I didn't know you can see the bug in. Wait. Okay, it's gone. Um, fun fact. This is becoming my hyperfixation. Um, I don't know if it's autism or if it's ADHD because my psychiatrist says I probably have ADHD. My therapist, on the other hand, says I probably have autism. My friend says I have both. Anyway, I cannot shut up about this game for like 2 weeks now. So yeah, I am very autism affectionate about this game too. Yeah, uh, perhaps. uh, well, I can tell you must be very passionate about this game then. If it's your thing, if it's one of your things, you must be very into it. Anyway, oh my god, I keep getting distracted. Okay, back to the game. Back to trying to voice cat. I actually wait, T. Okay, back to it. You take a deep breath in and out. You put your shaking hands behind your back, pressing them hard between you and the grass. Okay, you died, that's one thing. And now you're alive and not a creep. That's another thing. And it's apparently the day before, back when Mirabelle woke you up from your nap. That's the third thing. You went back in time. Okay, that's normal. Totally normal. Totally 100% completely normal. Oh well, at least you were in the lead as always. Judging by where you were when you died, you were probably the only one who got hit. The only one that... In a way, you're really glad you're forced to take the lead every time you and everyone else get somewhere dangerous. But... you're back. Back to the day before you went to the house. How? And why? And... can you make sure to not die this time? Back to work, Saffron. You have a country to save. Okay, you always remember this. Oh, great. Memories are a type of item you can equip. Oh! Each memory is specific to one character and gives them special abilities. For example, the memory you just got can only be equipped by you. When Memory of Lupin is equipped, it will boost your max HP by +5 per loop. You can equip memories by opening your menu and going to the equip section. Oh, I didn't know that. Was it that voice you've been hearing this whole time? Okay. I love it. I love his sprite here. Very likely my favorite full package of games. Is it the right time to tell you I have 1,800 days spent in Genshin? Genshin is very much my thing for the past, oh my god, how many years? Too many years. This is a game so much optional stuff to do and almost guaranteed that you won't see. I mean, to be fair, I have already... Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I love this game, but do not come back to it. Do not come back to it. It's a hell. It's hell. It's got to hell. Yeah. Anyway, back to the runs. I'm pretty sure I will be playing it more on my own, but I only want to do one run on stream. I also watch Uki play it. I don't know if you're familiar with Niji Sanji, but yeah, Uki was playing it recently, and well, when I get to a certain point of the game, I watch them play it because I am curious. Kind of unfortunately, they do the same thing I do. Like, they gave the flowers to Isabu as well. They wished to stay with Isabu after defeating the king. And I was like, wow, we are not really different. I was kind of surprised. I thought he would go for Mirabelle, because if you didn't play Start Again, it wasn't that obvious that you and Isabu are so close in this game. I mean, Sifrin and Isabu. Yeah. I love psychological horrors. Like, I do not like gore because gore is just gross and pain, and I am scared of pain. I may admit that, but it doesn't really sit with me. And when it comes to psychological horror, well, that's the entire different kind of deal. So yeah, Memory of Lupin, I guess. Do we have any other memories? Memory of Mirabelle. No. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Start Again. Oh wait, there was a shiny. What was the shiny? Get back. That's the same light that you saw inside the house. You reach towards the light. You close your eyes. Okay, let's save. Also, you know what else? Yes. Yes, they are very much relatable. Also, you know what's the one thing that was very relatable to me when I first like played this? 2 or 3 days ago, I played the first 2 hours. I almost cried when everyone started to reassure Sifrin in the previous game. I am friendship is like my favorite. How do you even say it? Trope, found family, friendship. This is my favorite thing ever. My favorite animes of all times are Psyche K, Windbreaker, Mairi Mashita Iruma-kun, and Haikyuu, and they are all just friendship maxing. The odd worn out friendship maxing. I love friendships. Yeah, I know. I can already see that. Anyway, back to what I wanted to say. One of the most relatable things about Sifrin is that he fucking does what I do. Like, the bird goes pew pew, and he goes pew pew back. And I always do that with my cat. My cat goes meow, and I go meow back. So yeah, love that. Sifrin, you're up. Oops, you don't know how to act right now. You've seen this once before, so you should maybe act the same? Figure something out, quick! Quick! Hey again, Mira. Still half asleep, huh? How was your nap? Okay, take two. Say something. Make normal words come out of your mouth. Smart and normal words, go! Yes, correct, I was taking nap time. I know that. I was there? Oh, stars. Oh, wait! I had something I wanted to ask you. I have an idea for tonight. This will be the night before we go fight the king, so I felt like we could make it special somehow. So I was thinking, how about a sleepover? Let's all eat good food together. Sleep in the same room, maybe tell stories. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Suddenly you remember where this conversation is heading. This is the moment in the conversation where you made Mirabelle upset. You can change it? Can you change fate? Only one way to find out. Something like... That sounds like an amazing idea, Mira. Yeah? Oh, I'm so glad you think so. I was thinking it was a little silly, but if you think it could be fun, then great. I can't wait. This will be delightful. I'm smiling just thinking about it. Mission complete. He's so silly. I feel like I will pick it up for a while, probably, because I am kind of a parrot, so if I watch someone or play something for a while, I start acting like them. So yeah, after watching V-Craft, I was having a lot of, vocal streams from there. After watching, what was it, Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay, I was suddenly speaking with British accent all of a sudden. So yeah. If you're talking about me and you, then Jesus. Why am I being stupid? Yeah, I know that. I forgot what I was about to give as an example. But recently, I'm just walking around and thinking about, like, Prada. Yeah. There were also some others, but I can't remember them now. Hi. My cat just woke up. Hi. Oh my god. Hello. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that happens a lot as well. But unfortunately, with my friend group, it's usually just swear words. What? Okay. Oofa doofa, that's a spoiler. Is it like one of your friends? This is a small change, but if your fate isn't set in stone, then... So, could you let everyone know? I would really appreciate it. Sure. Okay, let me think. Okay, I know where they will be. Yeah, I know. You think so, yes? I always remember things. Okay. See you on the clock tower. Alright. Okay. So it seems you really are repeating the same day with small differences, and Mirabelle doesn't seem to be aware of it. Are you the only one repeating today? What should you do? Oh, okay. So, you should come to the favor tree when you have a second Stardust. Second Stardust? What? Where did they get Stardust? Huh? Okay. Yo, yo. Okay. Alright, that's the same. That's the same. Because I was showing my friends something from the ACAT art reference. Oh, okay. You really like this game, huh? Mirabelle, Odile, maybe Mirabelle this time. Yeah, you can see I was asking about Isabel. But the first time I was speaking to this person. Mirabelle! Mirabelle! I know her, she's from here! What a wonderful young woman! I never talked to her much though. I wonder though. Is she the younger or older sister of your group? She'd fit both, wouldn't she? You laugh awkwardly. You have to mention it. We're not actually a family, you know. Oh, I know. This is just a fun thought exercise. I just like to think about family dynamics and just families in general. I think that's a normal thing to do. It is! It is very much a normal thing to do, okay? Families, huh? This is so found family. Let's go. Oh! I mean, if I could draw, then this silly guy would be one of the first. I really, like, he's so adorable. He's just adorable. I mean, you know, if they don't want spoilers, they may just play the game. I use the word guy as a gender neutral form, just as I use the word gal as gender neutral form. I know that Sifrin is a Hide. It's in the profile. I noticed that's why I'm using mixed pronouns with them, just to make sure I use both. But yeah, when it comes to guy, gal, brother, and stuff like that, I call anybody. I can call anyone brother. Yeah. It's just my thing that I have some certain words that technically have a gender assigned to it, but I'm like, I am not non-binary myself, somewhat. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna just call them persons. Person is so blunt. I'm just gonna steal from the cisgender people. I'm stealing them, and I'm making it ours. Can I fish something now? I am fishing. I know you are fishing. You didn't catch anything last time, But maybe this time. Why not? Yes! Okay. The same lure. Mm-hmm. Still nothing. You didn't catch anything. How did you manage to mess it up a second time? Okay. Alright, let's do a... Oof, look at you, so scrawny. Scrawny one. Okay, you say the same thing. Alright. I mean, same was for Bonnie for a while. I knew about this, yes. Okay. I remember when I was playing Start Again, I was just using Daily Demon Bonnie because I genuinely couldn't tell. And it turned out I was right, so yeah. I wasn't sure about Sifrin. I thought Sifrin may be either non-binary or a boy, and thankfully in this game you just have to go on profile to somehow be able to tell. And it was one of the first things I did, so... Also, I have a question. You can spoil me this. Is Mirabel gay? Because when I was playing Start Again, I was kinda sus about her with the roommate. She isn't? Okay. But what about the roommate? Okay, the statue. Hello. It's still here, looking down at you. What? Meow. Hi. Hi, baby. Come here. Oppa. My cat needs attention. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I guess we won't have the roommate Mirabel scene. I was hoping for one. After her rant in the previous game, I was like, this is such a good material for something. That's so sad. Would it know? You believe strongly or whatever. Well, last time I went for the attacks against you will be super weak, so this time, let's get stronger. Best defense is a good offense. If you hit hard, no one will hurt you or your friends. You repeat under your breath, super powerful, super powerful, super powerful. What? Wow! Okay, I'm curious about it now. Also, when I make weird noises, it's because of my cat. She's talking to me, and I'm just talking back. I will try to guess. If I'm right, then you can just say I'm right. If I'm wrong, then don't tell me. Is she arrow ace? You actually feel a little more powerful. You do a little flourish with your dagger. Oh, that's nice. I have another fun fact. I am in fact arrow ace as well. Wow, I feel so validated. You dropped your dagger. Embarrassing. You and your friend's attack got boosted a little. Hima. Hi. Let's go. Oh, really? That's nice. I feel like I realized when I hit 21 and still didn't even have a crush in my life. Once per loop, you can go to the Change Cat statue. Yeah, you told me that. Okay. You close your eyes. Okay. Wow, okay, that's enough for this loop. You thank the Change Cat for its blessing and quickly run away. Okay, so we did this. Do I fight you again? Hello! Nice to see you. No username. Hello! Do I fight you again? Would you even want to fight me? My Chuni friend. Wow! Let's fight the Chuni. Hey, you! The strange adult with a hat. My name is Tutorial Kid. My mom says you're very strong and you're gonna help save us all. But I need to challenge you to know your strength. So, let's play rock, paper, scissors. So, the Tutorial Kid knows all about battles, huh? You already know a lot, but it won't hurt to get a refresher. And maybe this kid knows things you don't. I thought she had wings at first, but... Oh! I never thought of it as wings, but true, it kinda looks like it. Any advice? I may have advice for you. What do you need? You'd like advice about normal attacks, guardian, buffs and debuffs. Okay, let's ask about all. Just to be prepared. I just want you to know, like everyone watching, that I have ignored my cat screaming at me, and now she is very sadly sitting in a box, slowly eating it. This is adorable, but also very show-off. Normal attacks, huh? Well, any fighter worth their salt knows that normal attacks are weaker than craft skills. But it does not mean they are useless. Unlike craft skills, they do not go into cooldown. And, most importantly, your attack gauge feels a little bit faster after you use a normal attack. I didn't know that. Which makes them very good to quickly get those jackpot combos your heart craves. You'd like advice about guarding? I need more tea. Guarding, huh? It goes without saying that if an enemy attacks you while you're guarding, the damage you take will be halved. Halved! Making it quite literally the difference between life and death. It also makes your attack gauge feel a little slower because you're waiting for a hit, you know? Only losers don't guard. You'd like advice about buffs and debuffs? Buffs and debuffs, huh? They're pretty self-explanatory, aren't they? There is one thing, a tool of the trade, if you will. Crafting a buff twice won't actually make the buff twice as powerful, so you can forget about that. What it does do is reset the amount of time it will be effective. Wow! So if you only have one turn left with an attack buff, you can craft it again. Instead of lasting only one turn, it will last 3. Bet you didn't know that, huh? You'd like advice about escaping battles? Escaping battles, huh? You can escape most battles by pressing 0 when it's any of your friends' turn. You won't get any experience, but as I have heard, no experience is better than being defeated. You won't always be able to escape battles though. Some enemies won't let you. That's just how it is. You like advice about nothing? Why fight? Because it is our fate to fight. Makes sense. Why rock, paper, scissors? Because it's the basis of everything? The base of creation? Of craft? Ah, it seems like I really must teach you everything. Okay, talk later, tutorial kid. Let us see each other again, in the arena. Okay. I don't remember what was here. Oh, I haven't been here. Pew, 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 pew. Oh. I don't know what I did. I did a romantic before, but then it was like... I know that. I sometimes still wonder if I'm not demi-pan romantic, but then I'm like, I'm probably not. At the same time, how do I know if I'm not? It's very hard to tell. Being a race is a struggle. Why are you screaming at me? Come here. No. You're gonna stay in your box. You're gonna stay there and scream at me. Okay. Old one. Horrifying, isn't it? Our beautiful house of change wrapped into such a terrible shape. The king waits inside, waits for the entire country to finally be frozen in time. I shall pray for your victory tomorrow. Aw, such a nice lady. What? Baby, hi. Okay, let's talk to Odile. Wait, you love stories, don't you, shopkeeper? Ahoy, traveling one. Oh, you're with Mirabelle and the lady with the glasses. I recognize you. Can you believe Mirabelle has been blessed with the... Yeah, I know. Tell me something new. I know you love stories. You know it again. Blessed by the Change God, huh? You wonder if the Change God is the one who revived you and gave you those powers. Ah, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, so it's good to talk to... It's good to talk to them. Good. Odile is here, looking at what the shop has to offer. Hi, Odile. Oh, Zephyrin. You look rested. Glad to see you this late back on the day before the end of the world. Anyway, how can I help you? You don't need to talk to your allies about things you've already talked about, but the option is still here just in case you need a refresher. Baby, come here. What? Oh, papa. Mwah. Mwah. What's going on, huh? Do you wanna play? I can't play now, honey. Let's no. My baby. Hi. Yeah. I'm sorry, she comes here often. Okay. Questions. Baby, hi. Good kitty. Anything weird happened lately? Weird? Like what? I didn't see anything weird. Did you see anything weird? Too perceptive. Nope, nothing at all. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. I do hope you'll also let me know if you see something weird. Questions. Clock tower sleepover. I'm gonna go through this just so I can be sure that... Well, I'll let them know. Hina! Come on, baby! What? Anything else? You suppose you don't need to tell her every time. Questions. Okay. Now, Bonnie. Wait. Can you draw me something new? It's Mirabelle! The kid beams at you. I know. It's me! Can you draw me something I can take with me? That's so cute! It's you and your friends! It's me and my friends! The kid makes a happy noise. Friendship doodle! Okay. Oh, will you give me your flowers? Give me flowers. Hello. Ah, aren't you the one of the aren't you one of the saviors with Mirabelle? I usually stream for about 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes a bit longer. I don't know how long I'm streaming right now. But we will be going for about half an hour, maybe an hour longer. I don't know how long my throat will be able to make it and how long will Hime be able to stay quiet put. Because at some point she will get mad and she will try to eat my stuff. Is there a... Oh, actually, I guess you're right. Okay, I may do that. Yeah, that should be okay. Don't worry, I will. Ah, aren't you one of the saviors traveling with Mirabelle? You're doing so much for us. I wish I could help you in some way. I know. I grow flowers, beautiful flowers that could make someone like you happy. You like happy. Here, have one. You could keep it or give it to someone special. Okay. You got flowers again. You could give it to someone else this time. I probably will. Let's give them to Bonnie. Oh, actually stuck to Sky-Loving Kid. And tell them we come from the sky, because I'm pretty sure they gave us something too. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for this gift. Okay. A barrel is full of carrots. Hi! Bonnie is here, looking morosely at the fields. Bonnie? Hi, friend. What do you think? Questions. I didn't... I never picked this one. Anything weird happened lately? Weird? Just a second ago, I saw, like, the biggest bee. Okay. How big, though? Like this big. Bonnie makes a fist and points it to show you that, yeah, that's how big it was. Wow. That's very big. Are you making a pun? Big. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Why did you come up with it? Bonnie sees your crestfallen face and sneakers. Questions. Okay, sleepover to make sure. Oh, then it's a great idea, yeah. We love our biased royal. And let's give him flowers. You're giving me a flower? They are so cute, I love this kid. Why? Why not? Okay. Bonnie hesitantly takes the flower and stares at it intently. Did this make them happy? Questions. Nothing. See you at the clock tower. Okay, Mirabelle, actually... Alright. Actually, have you seen anything weird? Other than me, I guess. Questions. Anything weird happened? Something weird? She looks at the papers she's holding as if you just accused her papers of being weird. Nothing's weird. Definitely not my papers. Suspicious. Don't look at them. Tease her a little, let's go. Let's tease her, let's tease her. You bring your index finger up. No! You slowly move your finger closer to her papers. No, 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 no. Closer. Mirabelle is so worried at the idea of you seeing her papers that she froze. Oh my god, she's so adorable! Your finger gets closer and pokes on one of the papers. Poke! Stop poking my papers. You feel a little bad. You stop poking at the papers. Apart from that, I haven't seen anything weird. Question. Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted. Bakery. We can get something here as well, right? Hey, wanna buy something? Okay. I wonder if now we can keep the pain au chocolat. Do you have any pain au chocolat? Sure, but I'm actually known for my delicious buttery croissant if you want one instead. No, you shake your head side to side furiously. Incredible, incredible. I've never seen anyone give such a look of disdain when offered a croissant. One pain au chocolat coming up. Yay! You think about putting it in your pocket for later, but it smells so wonderful. Still warm. Yeah. 2 bites and it's gone. Wow, even in the next loop we couldn't help. What about you, kiddo? Welcome! She's so cute as well. I guess that's it. Wait, I forgot I wanted to check this. You heard the villagers talk about this? A very dangerous fruit which, if approached, will spell your doom. This is just a banana peel. Do bananas even grow here? You would rather not die today, so you leave the banana peel alone. Okay. So, let's go here. Hello? Isabelle. Isabelle's here, probably pondering what favor to ask the tree. Hey, Issa? Hey, Sif? Are you still half asleep? No! Where's my Isabelle? Sifri! Isabelle! Sifri! I love that. I mean, I think it was Issa Sif, but still. That was cute. I want it again. Bring it back. Hey, Sif? Are you still half asleep? You should stop taking forever naps, Sif. Naps give you cotton brain. Anyway, I was just looking at the favor tree. Isn't this tree cool? Oh, wait, you remember this? Yeah, it is. Glad you agree. Tree Mundus tree. Yeah, yes! You both laugh. Laughing appropriately, he raises his hand towards your shoulder, but stops and brings it. Didn't he do this before? He did! What a weird gesture. It's not! Sifrin! By this I'm guessing either the loop and start again was the last loop, or Sifrin lost memory after the happy ending. I mean, quite happy ending, quote unquote. That was funny. Anyway, the tree feels weird somehow, unless they are this oblivious after everything that happened in Start Again. Or maybe it's just me? What? The tree feels weird? Yeah, like it feels weird. But not mean. Like if a lion came towards you and offered you some candy, that would be weird, right? That's kinda weird. What? Sure. Oh, you always get me, Sif. The tree feels weird. Maybe you should go take a look at it. I'm gonna go soon, so you can do your thing with the tree, but do you wanna talk before I go? Questions for Issa. Anything else that would be weird, Isabu? Yeah, the tree. I told you something feels off. But I have other things to worry about, so who cares? Questions for Issa. Clock tower, just to make sure we tell him about it. Okay. Alright. Okay, what's wrong with the favor tree? Isabel said that she felt weird. And you heard someone telling you to come here, didn't you? What was that voice? You walked towards the tree. The tree is so big, everything under it is dark as night. But you feel like someone is here, sitting at the foot of the tree, looking at you. Cautiously, with a hand on your dagger, you walk towards the base of the tree. Well, you found someone. All right. Hello, stranger. Okay. Hello. Okay. They are very yassified. Hello, stranger. Star. My, struck speechless at the sight of me, aren't you? You're so cute, Stardust. I knew they are Yas Queen. Fun fact, the character won. Oh! I can see why. Like... Oh, so you both know! I have 2 fans of the game in my chat. That's great. That feels great. Stardust. I saw them. First thing I wanted to say was just Yas Queen. And I feel like I hit it right where it should be hit. Oh, Sifrin, look at you. All lost and confused. Huh? Wait. How do you know my... Why wouldn't I know? You're Sif. Sifrin. No middle names, no last name. Just Sifrin. I shouldn't wonder why you look like this though. It makes sense that you'd feel overwhelmed, considering this is your first loop and all. Ha! How do you? Oh, of course I know, Stardust. I know about you. I know about your party, about the loops, about the funny silver coin you carry. Alright, that's it. Can you stop talking, please? Oh, stars, no need to yell. Let's take a deep breath in and out, okay? Breathe with me, let's go. In. Your head hurts and your hands are shaking and your heart is beating like it's about to explode, so you probably should. Slowly, following the astral being, you breathe in and out. Alright, who I am, right? Well, let's see. Let's go with... Loop. Your ally, Loop, here to help you with the loops. Easy to remember, right? They are so... I love them. What? Oh, okay. I was like... I read hilariously enough, Sifrin didn't even make it to fight Loop, and I was like, are we going to fight them? Is this like the final boss? Have I... Don't scare me like that. For a second I thought I was spoiled. I mean... If you could see the pose... It gives RuPaul's Drag Race. You cannot go any other way with that kind of pose. Like the way they were sitting, come on, you know you're in for the fun. easy to remember, right? And for pronouns, you may address me with the royal we. The Devin made 2 comics about it, in the first of making fun of Sifrin for... Oh wow! Now I feel bad for Sifrin. But I guess... I mean, Sifrin gives more of a cute vibe than sexy vibe. I wouldn't call them sexy. So... That pal right here won fair and square. Sifrin is just cute. Like, I wanna pinch him, you know? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yes, that's true, isn't it? Then you stay down for me. I'm sure you'll think about me all the time, so you might as well know what pronouns to use. Yeah, better know this one's pronouns so you can think very clearly in your head that they're getting on your nerves. Your turn, you guess. I use he, they, I know. It's in your profile. I can read, you know. My what now? Anyway, Stardust, I'm here to help. Ask whatever questions your little heart desires. Yep, full-blown headache now. Questions. You said I'm a Lopian? Oh, getting right into it. I like it, Stardust. Are you sitting down? You better sit down, you're gonna get a lot of info at once. You sit down. Good boy. Not boy, pal. So, you're stuck in a time loop. Fun, right? Which means that every time you die, you'll look back and you'll get to try it all over again. No matter how horribly or stupidly you die, like, let's say, crushed by a giant rock, you will always come back. They saw that? Did you see? Of course I saw, Stardust. How can I help you if I don't know what you're doing? Also, you probably noticed a lot of things got reset, right? Your party members are saying the same things, all the items you got while you were in the house disappeared. Yeah, you noticed your pockets got emptier, because I didn't pick anything up yet, right? Stardust, you smart cookie, you got it! So, you'll have to pick them up again, if you want, which you probably should since you got a long road ahead of you. So what about, I have to pick up keys again too? Yep, every time. Well, until you learn. Huh? Learn what? Anyway, this is a lot of information, but don't worry. You'll pick things up as you go along. Oh, but your weapons and equipment won't be reset though. So that's good news. Isn't it nice that you get to keep your cool, powerful equipment? Especially since you, Stardust, will keep whatever experience you have, but the rest of your party won't. Okay. So start again was the last one. Because Sifrin was like level 50 something at the start of the loop. Oh my goodness. Ouch, that hurts. Okay, but it explains a lot. Compensate by having powerful weapons equipped. Your friends won't grow and get experience like you. You guess it makes sense since they won't remember whatever enemies you face. Speaking of party, you can tell them about the loops if you want. They might be able to help and nothing is keeping you from telling them, so... Why? Why would I tell them? Why wouldn't you? Don't you need help? You've just learned that you can start again as many times as you want and fix your mistakes. Why would you need help? You're the one in a position to help your friends here. I don't really need their help. Sifrin, you silly cookie. Sifrin. Do not do that, Sifrin. Right, because you got me. Not what you meant. Questions. What should I do now? Let's see. Have you tried not dying? I don't know. Just an idea. Just go back to the house and try again. And maybe die again? Guess we'll see. Remember, no death is wasted. Thanks. That was useless. Questions. Any advice? Advice, yes. I have advice. Don't eat pineapples. You're allergic. Am I? You really are. Don't try it. Oh, you look so steamed. Okay, real advice. While you were talking to your party, didn't you see a weird symbol up here? 2 little triangles, maybe? It may happen with some conversation you've heard before. If you see it, you can zone out by pressing the Z button. It makes you stop listening and makes conversation go faster. No point in staying aware for conversation you've already experienced, huh? Let's try it with the next text box so you know how it works. I'm talking now, so press Z whenever. Did I have to press Z, or did I just get baited? You did it! It will take some time for you to get used to it, but it will save you time for sure. You might miss what your party is saying, but who cares, right? If you make them mad, you can always look back and they'll have forgotten all about it. They are kind of a dick. Not gonna lie. But I cannot bring myself to hate them. If you want me to say it another way, if you see the skip icon during a conversation, press Z to fast forward it. Ow. You don't know how they did that, but their voice resonated through your head. You've heard that voice before, yesterday. Well, in another version of today, really. They were the voice you've been hearing giving you advice. See, I'm useful. I'm very useful. That's why I'm here. Helpful loop. That is useful, but why are you helping me? Because I think you should be helped. I won't always have the answers, but I think having someone on your side to talk to is better than dealing with this alone. Okay, I guess you're not a complete asshole, right? But I never asked you for help. Tough luck, Stardust. I'll still help you out. Alright, that's all I have for you right now. Don't forget to come to me when you feel stuck, okay? I'll be right here under this tree. Don't forget. Bye! They wave at you excitedly. You awkwardly wave back as you go. Okay. Loop, huh? They're a little annoying, but if you find yourself stuck at some point or just need someone to talk to, they might be able to help. What if I'm stuck now? Hiya, Stardust! How can I help you on this wonderful new loop? Questions. Okay. Let's talk to them some more. What should I do next? What you should do? Well, stars, I don't know. Did you get to the top of the house so you can fight the king yet? I don't know, just an idea. Come on, Stardust, you can do it. I believe in you. You're so helpful. I really am. Thank you for noticing. Don't worry. I know there's that big pesky trap in the way, but I'm sure you'll find a way around it if you just look. Anything else? Okay. Let's talk about something. Sure. What do you want to talk about? Hold up! Me! I want to chat! Say, you've been carrying that silver coin for a while, haven't you? The one in your pockets, I mean? For a few weeks, yes. I don't know, I'm I'm mentioning it because it is just so weird for you to be the only thing you had in your pockets. Only a silver coin. What's the deal with it, I wonder? It's just a coin. Is that so? It is so. You just like to twirl it, flip it, or interact with it every once in a while. Uh-huh. So it's not secretly made of gold. Or it doesn't have anything hidden inside a secret box. Or it doesn't even open some secret door if you press on it real hard. No, but... pretty pathetic to be carrying it around with you this whole time, though. Questions. I have a question about... Actually, nah, should I check everything again? I mean, I feel like they would just tell me not to check it again. Actually, nah. I feel like they would just say, check the places where they gave you stuff and you can ignore everything else. Unless you really want to, you know. So, yeah, I mean, they even told me to skip conversations with friends. I doubt they will be like, oh yeah, you totally should talk to the people at the town. Each loop. So, nah, nothing. See you later, Stardust! They wave at you excitedly. You awkwardly wave back as you go. Okay. Now let's save. Okay. What hour is it? Alright, we've been going on for like 2 hours, something like that, I'm not sure. Thank you for being here, thank you for watching, thank you for talking to me for this game. I will be playing it again in 14 hours, maybe 15 hours, probably 15 hours. Because I planned on playing it tomorrow anyway. So yeah, I will just go to sleep, wake up, get ready and play it again. Yeah. Also tomorrow there will be 2 streams probably. I am planning to play this, well, in the morning for me, for you just in 14 hours. And then later on, like pretty much 24 hours from now, 25 maybe, I hope to join Among Us collab, and if it works out, then we will be playing Among Us with some people. It would be my first collab ever. I am stressed, very much stressed, but still, yeah. So, I have saved, let's quit to title, and I hope to see you guys at some point and someday. Without further ado, oh yeah.